One-handed. What is that? A Star Trek alarm
It's
sound
a
that I hear?
straight Star Trek. That's awesome. Welcome back to another reaction. We are doing Halo the series. We're on the second episode named Unbound. I'm Nicholas, joined again today by my buddy Justin.
What's going on? I'm becoming a regular.
Yep, definitely becoming a regular. You all should know these names by now. I probably should put them up on the screen like I did in the past for a few things. Maybe I'll do that again. I've been enjoying the series so far. It's only been one episode. I thought the breakout episode, the pilot, was pretty good. I'm a fan of the games. I haven't read any of the books, but I've got friends that do, and they've told me things about the books. I played through the older campaigns many times. I've probably only played through Halo 4 and 5 once each, maybe twice each. So there's definitely things I've missed or whatever is pointed out in the comments. But we're getting some good feedback. I was just going to read a couple comments here.
One thing that stuck out in my mind in the comments, comment from Chaos Engine and many others, that how did you not know that Miranda was Key's daughter? You know, in Halo 5 there was a picture of her on her desk. Either I missed it or I forgot it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Same here. But that was cool. That
I'm not saying I'm not a perfect Halo fan. You know, I've invested a significant amount of my life playing the games, but yeah, I'm human. I miss some things.
I think what you're saying there leads right into this other comment, and what I'd like to say more generally is this Mia Selin, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, says, "I'm happy to see fans that can look past some of the aspects of the show that are different from the game." Keep up the great reactions. Exactly. I would say I'm a fan of things, but like sometimes in different lore, the worst thing about that lore are the fans, in that people that become maybe what the root of word of fan means, fanatic, in that it becomes a religion to some people. Like, you're not as good at, if you don't know what I know, therefore you're not a fan. I think that's total garbage.
Right.
You know,
no, that's trash.
I don't know everything
Comments
to
on
every
this are
detail.
Gonna be fire now.
That's fine. I don't know every detail of every story, but I do enjoy it, and that's why I consider myself a fan, because I enjoy the universe that they've created, and I come from a background of film and television in general. I've done some work in the field, and so I can appreciate the shows not being an exact lock and step with the other media, because different mediums need different ways of telling a story. A specific example is I've watched a lot of the episode 1 reactions from other people, and some people have a problem with Chief taking his helmet off. You just got to consider each medium has a different way to tell a story. In a game, you are Master Chief, and you could be, you right there and me could be of any race, of any age, of any sex, any gender, or whatever. And so therefore that's a very specific reason why they don't show Master Chief's face in the game, because that allows you to literally be behind the mask. It's a first-person shooter after all. But in a different medium, when you're telling stories in a different way, the way we relate to television and film is by empathizing with the character that we see. So if we have a main character that we never actually get to see their eyes and their emotions and expressions, it's harder to empathize with them. It's just a basic storytelling structure. So I've got no problem with it. I can see past that. I hope you all can too. I hope I didn't piss anybody off by saying any of this, but yes, you still are a fan, even though you're not a fan like I am. You know, I'll turn it the other way, you know. So anyway, Justin, anything you want to add to any of that? Or say other than things you look forward to now that your dad's getting old? Should I slip that little clip in right here? Justin had a heart-to-heart with me right before right before we started here.
Now, real quick, before I forget, I'm almost 40. Right? Yeah. A couple months I'll be 40.
Mm-hmm.
What brings me joy now, at almost 40 years old, is cleaning my room and finding a new, unopened pair of New Balance sneakers that I forgot I had.
That's awesome. That's going to be totally in the reaction.
Oh, great. Thanks. Fuck.
Well, I mean, you felt like you needed to say that and get that out before we got going. So.
Well, yep, dad swag.
Dad swag.
Dad swag. Time to fire up the
Hashtag
grill.
dad swag. It's awesome. 3, 2, 1, go. While this,
Still sad that dude died.
yeah, I wanted William Wallace to survive. Freedom! I was gonna say, I do like how this story is going, and that it is true to the core of Master Chief's character. He doesn't have all knowledge, but he's going to follow his instincts and do what he thinks is right in the end.
Right.
That's awesome.
No cloning, no Cortana. Is that clear?
Yeah, I think Cortana might be a cloning thing, and then maybe because it's being cut off, she figures out how to take their conscious and make it an AI. I don't know. Well, I'm interested in how they're going to handle that.
I don't know.
I've seen a lot of interviews with this guy now, Pablo. He's cool. He's really tall.
You have to be if you're gonna be Master Chief.
Yeah. Oh, is this a flashback? Is this young John? After he's already been... He's got scars, so...
Looks like he's been cut up.
Yeah, he's already in... Yeah, it is. There it is. 117.
117.
Yeah.
So I assume those are other Spartans.
Right, these are an empty bed. Uh-oh, what happened there? This is cool, we're gonna get
They're
constant
just getting fitted
flashbacks.
for their suit. Oh, is he escaping?
He's already rebelling. A little bit, maybe.
I've not heard of any dogs in Halo stories yet. I wonder if that's Spartan 066. Yep, of course.
Can't let you go.
Oh, he's there to stop him.
Oh wow.
Change your mind.
I don't have dreams.
That's what I'm here for. And what's good about
Oh, look at that.
Oh
you
wow.
can see what Halsey did. I'm not even sure you realize when it's gone.
Your memory.
Yep. Humanity.
I'm a free man.
Let him go, John. There you go.
You've got 5 minutes. And then I'm waking up the entire camp.
Yeah, this is just...
Shouldn't you be running?
right, if you only got 5. This is like freaking enslavement.
Yeah, I mean, the Spartan program was not a nice thing.
No, not at all.
I like that
Hyperspace.
effect.
Yeah.
It's a hell of an intro.
I mean, the first show was... Pilot was a hell of an intro. It was a 20-minute fight scene.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good too.
But
I
this
don't
is
know if
good.
you're
This
gonna be
is-
able to beat that.
Character building. It's a different type of good intro. Gives you
Right.
a little background on like what's going on. I like this show, man. It's doing good so far.
There's a lot of hate for the CGI in episode 1.
I was trying to differentiate. I think the CG looks fine. It's some of the animations are a little iffy, meaning like the how things move, but the look of it looks fine. No guardrails? God
We
damn.
don't need guardrails in the future.
Is it exactly?
We have common sense.
Just the wind gust would.
What I do know is that
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it.
Admiral Parangoski and I have devised an insurance plan for the future.
Insurance plan is the AI system. Cortana. You're gonna
I was
convince
wondering
me.
about that.
He's gonna come back.
Kai, got it.
Hey, we get to see their faces. Cool.
Her ponytail magically disappeared.
Yeah, I
when
was
she put
just
that
thinking
helmet
about that. So where did that ponytail go? Whoa, what a place to come out. He's a good pilot too, apparently. Woo!
on. Master Chief can do anything. What is that? A Star Trek alarm
It's a
sound that I hear?
straight Star Trek. That's awesome. Is it Paramount have Star
Red
Trek?
alert.
I don't remember.
I mean, they got Picard, right?
Yeah, that's right. So. Ah, nice. Here we go. Did I miss the text saying where this was?
If you did, then I missed it too.
Yeah, fair enough. This reminds me of like Fallout. Shit, the Spartan's here. He just walked in. Take your hand off your gun, Chief, and give him a little.
He's
shit.
a Spartan. What do you? One-handed.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
There he is,
Oh,
6'6".
hey. 066?
Yeah, okay. Cool.
066 is not as tall.
Now take note, Book of Boba Fett. This is how you. That's how you did flashbacks. Each one needs to reference something that's happening.
This colony reminds me of the underground colony in Demolition Man with Stallone. If you youngins haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it.
Indiana Jones style.
That thing's moving really fast.
They're going outside. Yeah. Here's the cable system we saw.
Interesting.
Yep, the cables that can, just like we thought.
Did you bring me anything?
I'm a pirate. That's what we do. But not till
Oh, he's a pirate now.
Space falls under maritime law, so.
my galactic princess.
Lock screen, and we're back. Oh, back to Higher Charity. Oh, shit. This is the one that took off. Ooh, we know what that is. When John activated the thing, the Halo ring was... Blessed One, so she's...
Governor Venture has...
Master Chief is not only a valuable battle asset, he's a symbol for the whole war effort.
Captain America in this universe.
Pretty much.
What good is he to...
Actually, Admiral
Cortana.
Cortana comes
Yep.
in.
For some time, I've developed a new system which will
Oh,
solve
she's
John's
pissed.
current issues
That
Oh
she's-
yeah, she knows what's about to
expand
happen.
farm capability across the board. Cortana is the next stage in human evolution.
It's so funny that no storytelling
It just does
ever
not look
gets
comfortable.
The
ever gets
intelligence of
evolution
the
correct.
galaxy, in essence. For his own safety,
I mean, Halsey's
John
crazy.
doesn't feel as we do. Hormonal pellets have suppressed his...
Back to Madriel. But in an actual city here. Uh-oh. Oh, that guy.
Jesus. Dude's ruthless. Is that Moa meat
Don't taste anything.
from the Halo 2 vending machines?
Long enough, you will.
He doesn't taste anything because he's used to those computer chips and nuts and bolts.
Right?
Kessler?
What's this?
You should be honored, man. It means he can count on you.
Some
and
smiley
you can
stamp.
count on him.
Be happy.
Stalwart Dawn, frigate. Outbound from Reach.
Riz.
Nope, no more churros.
Ref, this is John. This is Ref.
It's like he's suffering from PTSD or something.
They roam the galaxy looking for pieces, looking for clues. Do you understand? They asked to see if I could make them work, but I could not.
But there is something about John that allows it to work.
I'm not a blessed one. What's a blessed one?
Human, only more so.
Blessed One is the name of the girl hanging out with Covenant.
Right. Yep.
Woo!
Whoa.
Always works for John. He's another Blessed One.
That dude's crazy.
What is that ring?
That expansion
She's
was the
showing
ring.
Anger.
To what?
Okay.
The end of life as we know it.
That's right. Yeah, I think you're right. End of life.
The darkness.
Ooh, a Halo theme and a really low notes.
Ooh, destroy yourself.
This is why the Covenant are so protective over the blonde-haired chick hanging out with them, because they can't activate this technology, but she can, because she's a Blessed One like John.
This music sounds like something out of the 2010 Tron movie.
He turned his shit back on, if I could find him.
Okay. He wants to be found.
Not the forward into Dawn, but the stalwart into Dawn.
The Stalwart Dawn.
The stalwart Dawn.
For those of you that have read all the books, explain to me what is that?
It's just another ship, but yeah. It might be unique to this universe, just what they call that ship.
It's never a Goss. Why the hate for the Goss Warhug? Now they're supposed to protect him no matter what, right? Halsey's orders, so...
I mean,
See, they just wanted that piece.
yeah, and he knows the danger of it now, so he was wanting to get it back to him.
Right, yeah, he allowed himself to be captured. Now, Halsey learned about this in the last episode, right? And she was pretty intrigued by it, but now she
Right.
has it in her possession. She claimed ownership of it.
The people rely on you to protect them, to make them feel safe.
You're a pain in their ass, John.
It's precisely your dependability that gives people hope. Why was the situation any different?
Because he touched the artifact.
Well, I don't think the situation was different. I am. But I know it's out there.
Interesting, Scar.
I'm waiting for her outfit to become an unlockable skin in Halo Infinite multiplayer.
I think over time he'll get to her and her motivations are basically to protect him, but I think she'll start to see his plight.
I see this as a new beginning.
There we go.
Great things together.
Together. Well,
Good episode.
good episode. What do you think so far?
A lot of storyline building. Not a whole lot of action, but it was still enjoyable. It's pretty good.
Yeah. What makes the action worth it in the end is because of the story, right? In the end, like if it was just a bunch of action and never developed any characters or anything, eventually you want to get bored of it. So yeah, it's got to ride that line between good action and making the action worth it. Yeah, I'm digging this, man. They're doing their due justice to have Master Chief have the right motivations, and so we can empathize with them. And like I said, I think Halsey is definitely completely motivated by like career bound and worried for John's well-being, but I think by the end she might come around to his plight and really see, because she even said, when she was asking John, why did you protect her, he was like, basically, well, I had these visions. She's like, well, let's just not think about that right now. He's trying to tell her
that later.
Yeah, he's trying to tell her that's why though. Because he, like she said, there's been so many dead people before, but that's never happened. Well, the difference is he grabbed that fucking artifact, and some of his, probably suppressed this whatever they've got installed, that pellet that they got installed to suppress it. Yeah, probably bypassed that in some ways, and so some of his humanity was coming out. And that short little flashback at the beginning of the story was to show that this isn't the first time he's come across kind of rogue thinking outside of the programmed box. So with the introduction of Soren, the secondary character, I just think it's interesting how they're, like I said, I haven't read the books, like I said in the intro, but how they're relating the idea of the Blessed One. There's certain people that can, apparently humans, maybe other species, that can interact with this ancient technology. And
so I wonder if the Blessed One is a rogue Spartan.
She does have some scars on her, right? And she seems kind of tall. Maybe she was captured or something, or left a long time ago. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But they definitely seem to that explains, Spartan or not. It definitely seems to explain the storyline why the Covenant have such high appraisal.
They hold her in high regard.
Is because she apparently, maybe none of them have been able to interact with this ancient, I presume, Forerunner technology, and she can, maybe, and that's why she's so important. And why earlier in the show they didn't want her to go on this mission to infiltrate humans and to get the artifact back, because they don't know anyone else but her that can interact with the technology, so they don't want to lose that.
It's, like I said, it's a lot of storytelling, a lot of plotline building in this episode. Kind of seeing some conflict between Halsey and Master Chief. I forget what's the name of the rebel chick, the young girl.
Oh,
what's her name?
Quan.
Yeah. I see her storyline kind of expanding more So I think we'll see more of her story in the next couple episodes. It'll kind of evolve.
Right. Yeah, I think she's going to be.
I want to see more fighting though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I bet the last 2 episodes are going to be nothing but conflict. You know what I mean? They always build to that thing. But my biggest thing is, I wonder, they've been approved for greenlit for a second season now, right before the first episode released. So it makes me wonder where this season will end. You know, because as we know from playing the games, there's a lot to be told there potentially, and at the pace they're going, it almost makes me wonder if this season will end with the discovery of the Halo ring itself, and getting on it, or maybe not the discovery of the ring, but getting on it and realizing its true purpose, that these are weapons, you know, to destroy all life on Earth because of the flood and all this, you know, and they'll end on that kind of season cliffhanger. Or, you know, I wonder how far they'll go in this season now, knowing that there is another season. See, if there was never a second season greenlit, I would be running off
a lot to wrap up in one season.
Exactly. They'd be like, okay, they got to get to the end of this main storyline of not just the discovery of the ring, but what it does and how to shut it down. So basically, I wonder if like this season will end with Chief and Cortana in a predicament of like they got to destroy this thing, where maybe the UNSC and the Covenant both, even though they're enemies, they both want to keep the ring because it's an ultimate weapon. Whereas Master Chief and Cortana know the truth that it will kill all of them, you know, if activated, you know. So, but yeah, I really like seeing the story through the lens of the show and where they're going, and trying to balance that with what I know from the games. But there's a lot they can do. There's a lot of story. I can't wait till we see the first grunt. You know what I mean? And the first headshot on a grunt, I want there to be just a. I don't want it to be like. I don't want it to be overzealous like a grunt birthday party. But they gotta sneak that little Easter egg in there somewhere. You know, a little confetti in the background or something. You know, like.
No,
cool.
You got to do a grunt birthday party.
Yeah, that'd be
have
cool.
one in the background talk about a food nipple.
Right. Right.
You hardcore Halo fans will understand.
And I would even be fine if they're, you know, even if they speak Covenant language and it's not in English, so we can not understand their jokes, but just the cadence and the delivery of their line will hint at, you know, they're little funny fuckers.
Little funny fuckers.
I mean, in the first episode, we got and and the shields charging and everything. So
yep. So have you seen any of the fan videos where they take clips from season 1 episode 1 and they dub in like Halo 2 or Halo 3 sound effects, like what the series should sound like, you know, if it were true to lore? I saw a couple of those today that were pretty cool. And they replaced Master Chief's dialogue with stuff from the games, which means that he has a very limited dialogue in those trailers, but it was still kind of cool to see.
Yeah, no, my feed's been full of like people masking out Will Smith and Chris Rock and putting them into different games and backgrounds. That's what happened this week.
The slap heard around the world.
Right.
Jesus.
Like one was really funny, was a Skyrim thing, and I don't know if you play Skyrim, but Skyrim, your main character has what's called the voice, and they can like knock people back by yelling, you know, or whatever. So it was like,
how's that?
Yeah. Fuck you. So they like masked him out, and when Smith is like saying, you know, keep my wife's name out of your it's like it does the effect like whoa. Okay. I've seen all kinds of those, but
yeah. Remember I told you I gave up on that game when the rats in the basement of the first level were killing me, and I was like, the hell with this game.
Those fucking rats.
I'm going back to Halo 3.
That was Oblivion, so you probably haven't even played Skyrim. But anyway,
no,
the rats is hilarious. It got fucked up by the rats in the sewers. Never even making it out to the open world. That's cool. Oh man. So yeah, well, anything you want to add? I want to add one thing. I think that will be if none of you all watched the trailers, I just want to throw it back in here. Just like Soren will never let John, Master Chief, forget that he only gave him 5 minutes. I want make sure the audience never forgets that Justin ran me over in a
Oh,
tank in Halo 2 and ruined my 30 spree or 35 spree or whatever it is. I was one away from it, and he bumped me. He just pissed on me with that tank at the very pixel at the corner, as he says.
I want to take a hiatus from these reacts because it's being brought back more and more now. Jeez.
Well, I got it. Finally got it in the official show react as opposed to the trailer. So I guess I can let it ride at least until the next season. So.
I mean, what was it like? Almost 20 years ago.
Well, when did Halo 2 come out? It was probably just months after Halo 2 came out. So.
Yeah.
You know, 18 years ago or something.
God.
But it's all right. I forgive you. Well, I'm still gonna talk about it.
You're gonna speak like at my eulogy at my funeral and be like, yeah, he was a good guy, but this one time he totally fucked up my killing spree.
Dude, I'd never do that. I'm gonna engrave it into your gravestone.
Thanks. Yeah, eternal memories. Great.
April Fools. All right, man. Appreciate it as always, dude.
April Fools.
It happens to be. All right, dude. I appreciate it. We'll do it again next week, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you all for joining us. Comment down below. Like the video if you did. Dislike if you didn't. Let us know what's going on, what we missed. We're fine to hear all that.
Chastise me for what I got wrong. I don't care.
Yeah. Just be neutral about the delivery. We don't have to be like Star Wars fans around here and be crazy and kill each other. I'm a Star Wars fan, by the way, but just not like that. Not a fanatic, just a fan. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Comment down below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Full-length reactions on Patreon if you're all interested. Linked in the description below. And if there's nothing else, Justin, we will catch everyone on the next one. Peace.
See you next week.